Now will she go for history?
From record-breaking games to intense rivalries, Caitlyn Clark, the rising star of women's basketball, has just shocked the WNBA with an unexpected decision. Known for her amazing talent and confident yet humble personality, Caitlyn has always been a player to watch, but this time she's done something no one expected. Why did this basketball star make such a surprising decision?
Really, really special, and I don't think it's going to set in for me for quite some time.
The Olympic break has the potential to be a game-changer for Caitlyn Clark. Her incredible stats have solidified her as a standout in women's basketball, stirring up excitement and anticipation. As the fever around her builds, there's drama brewing that could reshape the game's landscape. Adding to the intrigue, rumors swirl about a basketball legend possibly entering this narrative. This development promises excitement, but also raises questions about its impact on Caitlyn and the WNBA. Could this unexpected twist alter her plans in ways no one foresaw? Stay tuned as this story unfolds. You won't want to miss what happens next.
She's a superstar. I've been saying it for years. I keep telling everybody she's the Steph Curry of women's basketball, college or pro. She is a superstar. I had the pleasure of doing it.
Caitlyn Clark is absolutely dominating the WNBA right now. In the last 10 games before the All-Star break, she's been unstoppable, putting up an incredible 18.5 points, 6.3 rebounds, and a mind-blowing 11.4 assists per game. This isn't just impressive, it's revolutionary. Clark is redefining what it means to be a rookie in the league. Those 11.4 assists are off the charts. She's not just scoring, she's making her entire team better. She's turning heads, breaking records, and showing everyone that she's here to change the game for good. But here's the real issue. The Indiana Fever is falling behind their star player Caitlyn Clark with an 11-15 record in the first half of the season. It's crystal clear. Something is broken. Last year without Clark was an absolute disaster. But now with her on the court, they should be unstoppable. Yet for those watching the games, it's painfully obvious they could be dominating and sitting at the top of the standings. The drama doesn't stop there. At the All-Star game, something intriguing went down. Caitlyn Clark, our star rookie, was on the court for almost 40 minutes in some games. That's way too much for any player, let alone a rookie. The exhaustion was written all over her face. She was so worn out that she skipped the skills and three-point competition, which she usually loves. Despite being frustrated with the Fever and their constant struggles, Caitlyn managed to make some valuable connections during the All-Star weekend. The plot thickens as alliances are formed and rivalries heat up. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into this evolving story.
To beat the brakes off the Olympic team. For you guys, you go through that practice. What was it like being able to be coached and to be around a legend like Cheryl Miller? And for all of you, please.
Yeah, I think obviously Cheryl, she's like one of the pioneers of our game and just an awesome individual. Like her personality just radiates. Like being around her, it just makes you smile. Like she's just such a cool human. So for her to get to coach us, like super exciting for me. I was super excited when I heard.
Hold on to your seats because this story is packed with drama. First up, we've got the legendary Cheryl Miller coaching the All-Star team. Guess what? Caitlyn Clark and Miller hit it off instantly during practice. Miller's offensive plays made the Fever's attack look like child's play. Clark was there, soaking up every bit of knowledge and seeing how a top coach runs things. But that's not all. Sophie Cunningham from the Phoenix Mercury was chatting with Clark courtside, and they seemed like they'd known each other forever. Cunningham raved about how Clark makes the game easier for her teammates. All of this happened right in front of the cameras for everyone to see. Clark is getting a front-row view of how other teams work, how different coaches handle things, and most importantly, how much she's valued by the league. Now compare this to her time with the Fever. The difference is huge. In Indiana, Clark seems to get no respect or recognition at all, but now she's getting attention from sports legends and current stars. The big question now is, will these fresh connections shape Clark's future in the league? The Fever better watch their backs because other teams definitely are. Let's face it, the Fever is in trouble, and Coach Chris is at the center of the storm. The criticism she's facing is intense, and for good reason. Her decision to play Clark for 40 minutes a game is a disaster waiting to happen. But it's not just about how long Clark is on the court. Chris's game plans are also under fire. The Fever's offense is painfully basic, especially compared to the fireworks we saw from Cheryl Miller at the All-Star game. They're not getting the best out of Clark or the team. How long can the Fever keep going like this? If they don't make changes soon, they risk losing not just games, but their star player too. With Clark showing off her talent at the All-Star game, they can't afford to lose her. Time might be running out for the Fever to fix their troubles, but there's a potential silver lining on the horizon. Let's talk about Cheryl Miller, the same Cheryl Miller who dazzled as a coach during the All-Star game. Could she be the key to turning things around for the Fever? Stay tuned to find out. The buzz around Cheryl Miller potentially taking over as the next head coach of the Indiana Fever is growing, and this isn't just idle speculation. Miller's performance at the All-Star game was nothing short of impressive. During the practices, she showcased precisely what the Fever needed: well-structured offensive plays and sophisticated strategies like double cuts and pick-and-roll game plans that allow Clark and other standout players to truly shine. The difference between what Miller implemented and the Fever's current approach is like night and day. Miller is no rookie when it comes to coaching. Her wealth of experience and sharp tactical mind could be just what the Fever needs to turn their season around. If these rumors prove true and Miller steps into the head coach role, we could see a dramatic improvement in the team's performance and a stronger ability to retain key players like Caitlyn Clark. Miller's resume is impressive. She successfully led both the Phoenix Mercury and the University of Southern California, USC. She's respected in the league and seems to have an immediate rapport with Clark. With her on board, the Fever might just find the spark they need to elevate their game and secure their stars. Imagine what Cheryl Miller could achieve with a team led by Caitlyn Clark. Miller has the tactical expertise to maximize the talents of these young stars and the authority to bring real changes to the team's culture. For Clark, having a coach of Miller's caliber could be a game changer. Miller understands the game at the highest level and can help Clark elevate her performance even further. The Fever needs a serious shakeup, and Miller seems to be the right person for the job. The big question is, will the Fever take this bold step, or will they continue down the same path, risking the loss of Clark's shine? If this change happens, it could be exactly what the Fever needs to become a serious competitor in the WNBA. More importantly, it could ensure that Clark stays happy and productive in Indiana. Miller's experience and success with teams like the Phoenix Mercury and USC show that she knows how to lead and inspire. She has the respect of the league and seems to have a natural connection with Clark. Bringing Cheryl Miller in could revitalize the Fever, providing them with the strategic edge they've been lacking.